Right, so this might be a very controversial view, but I'm going to share it anyway. So I don't think you need to go to art school to become a really great artist. In fact, you can improve your art just as well being a self-taught artist, if you know how to do it right. So today I really want to share this strategy for you to improve your art without going to art school, but in a very structured and efficient way. By the way, if you don't know me, my name is Desiree and I create content for artists, photographers and creatives. Okay, let's get to it then. So first of all, why even bother? Why not just go to art school and be done with it? Well, as you know, first of all, art school can be very, very expensive and not everyone can afford the school fees. This depends on the country, of course, where you live, but for example, I'm based in the UK, where it can easily be around £9,000 per year. Not everyone has the means to do that. Second, not everyone gets accepted into art school, and that's fine. It doesn't mean you can't be an artist. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Or third, you might just not have time to do an art degree because you're a busy working mom, or you have a high-flying career, or whatever, so you just can't dedicate that time to your degree. Anyway, whatever the reason may be, it doesn't matter. Today I'm going to lay out for you how you can teach yourself art in a structured and optimized way. Okay, I hear ya. I know, structured plan, what a bore, right? Who wants to write a plan? This is like so lame. But hear me out. I know it sounds like a lot of work, but it's so worth it, and actually it will only take a few minutes. Because the problem is, if you don't write yourself a plan, if you don't have a strategy, you're just going to slow yourself down and start feeling really, really frustrated. Because the thing is, for most people it goes a bit like this, right? They want to get good at art, so they want to teach themselves an art skill. I'm going to stick with drawing for the sake of this video. And they just throw spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. So they do, I don't know, they go to a class, then they draw some cartoon characters, then they draw some people, then they draw some animals, draw some buildings outside, draw some still lifes, and just like trying everything all over the place. Now this is really fun, don't get me wrong, but the problem is it kind of slows you down. It doesn't get you where you want to be quickly. I myself used to study drawing like this, and while it was kind of fun because I was trying lots of different things and experimenting, it was also really frustrating and kind of exhausting. You know, when you're trying to do everything, in the end you do nothing. And I was noticing that I never really knew what to draw next. I was like torn from one thing to the other, and my skills definitely weren't improving as fast as I wanted them to. Let me give you another example actually to illustrate this. At the moment I'm learning how to dance, and I've encountered exactly the same issue, that at first I was really eager to try everything. So I went to whatever you could think of, jazz dance, ballet, street dance, hip hop, anything. And I noticed that I wasn't improving in any of those styles, because I was just like spreading myself too thin basically and going to every class under the sun, not really improving one at a time. Instead, now I started going to only 2 styles at a time, and I have noticed improvements because I'm focusing on a specific technique of those dance styles, and it's really helping me quite well. So, back to art. Now let's get to our strategic plan. So get yourself a piece of paper and a pad, and then think about it first of all before you write down. What kind of things, what kind of subjects would you like to learn how to draw? Sticking with drawing for now. Of course, insert any other skill here you want to learn, if it's painting, photography. Pick a topic and then write down, these are the priorities of what I would like to learn. For example, in drawing, I would like to learn how to draw the human body. Then maybe second priority, I would love to learn how to draw a face, right? Third, hands. Fourth, feet. So whatever your topic is, try to break it down into subjects and write them down in the order of which you would like to learn them. Also, don't forget to add a time frame. You could do this for each subject, for example, something like 3 months, 6 months, even 1 month. Just make sure it's not too short so you don't feel disheartened when you don't see improvements straight away. So the next step, of course, you're going in order of your items on the list. So you're going to start with the first one and then you attack. You're basically going to absorb everything you can find about this one topic and really study it in depth. For example, if you're trying to learn how to draw the human body, this could look like this. You might go to figure drawing classes, to life drawing classes. You could even book a course in it if you can afford it. You can get books on the topic, anatomy books, drawing books, reference books, photography books even, just to study the actual human body. You could also collect some reference photos on something like Pinterest, make a nice folder with certain poses you want to study. And then the next step is to grab your pencil or your charcoal or whatever you're working with and do lots of studies. Now, there are lots of benefits to learning this way or to studying this way. First of all, you will see improvements way faster. This is of course then super encouraging. You won't lose motivation as fast because you see results, so you won't want to give up straight away. The second reason why this is great is because you can really see your improvement. Because you're sticking to one topic, you can really see the journey through your different attempts, and you will notice the improvement so much more than if you're doing all kinds of things at the same time. As you then go on and work through your list of other things you want to learn, you will notice that it's kind of like a puzzle where all the pieces start to fit together. You're doing one piece after the other, basically, and eventually you have built up all these little areas of skill, and they will all slot together really nicely. Plus, you will always know what to do next. You will always know what you're working on at the moment, what you're trying to improve, and this will give you a great feeling of control, which is super motivating. Now, how long should you stick with one topic? Obviously, you have your time frame drawn on your list, but if you feel like you're getting there quicker, that's also fine. So move on to the next topic as soon as you start to see noticeable improvements. And then you do want to switch it up, because otherwise you might get really bored. If you're sticking to one thing over and over, it does get a bit samey eventually. By the way, a little disclaimer, if you're starting to get really bored, of course you can do something else in between. Obviously you can draw a different thing just to loosen it up a bit. Yes, so don't be obsessive about it. As long as you're sticking to the overall direction, that's all great. Well, that's it. That was a quick one. I would love to know what you're actually working on at the moment. What are you trying to improve? Is it art? Is it drawing? Is it photography? Is it dancing like me? Let me know in the comments. And of course, make sure to subscribe for more content. I see you soon. Bye.